Hey, what is going on, guys? Today I want to talk about one of my most humiliating experiences ever. And it's something kind of private, I don't tell too many people, but, what the hell. I'll let everybody in on my most humiliating moment ever today. So let's just say, and for my defense, I was really, really drunk. Like, this is something I would never do when I was sober, but in my defense, I was drunk. So I'll get into it, what happened here. And so we go to this party, right? And I'm completely drunk. I remember I was a junior heading into my senior years, like the summer in between. And there were some freshmen there, and it wasn't a really big party or anything. It was probably like about 10 people or so. I remember, the freshmen were kind of making fun of me because I was so drunk. I was like stumbling over shit and trying to talk to them, slurring my words. And that's when I first got to the party. So we must have been playing some drinking games before we got there. Probably some asshole 3-man, I don't know. I was drunk before I even got there. And so at this party, everybody, I was really drunk, and there was just one really cute girl there that used to be like a grade lower than me. I remember when I was in 8th grade, she was in 7th grade. She was really cute. I really liked her, and I remember trying to talk to her, and I was so drunk I could barely even say what the hell my name was. She said she don't remember me, probably because I didn't even pronounce my name right. I was probably like, ah, but so anyhow, everybody, this was inside a trailer. It was a trailer out in the country, and everybody went outside. And for some reason, I was still inside. I don't know if I was in the bathroom getting sick, or I don't remember. Details are kind of fuzzy, but for some reason, I was inside. Everybody else was outside. And, I was hungry, so I look in the fridge to see what's to eat. I'm looking, I look in the freezer. And in there were some chicken nuggets and some cheese sticks. I'm like, damn, that looks really good. So, my dumb ass decides to steal it. That's a pretty dumb thing to do, but I was drunk. And the chicken nugget box was really big. The cheese sticks wasn't all that big. I went ahead, put that in my pocket, and it was a big box of chicken nuggets, one like a family pack, of chicken nuggets. And, I had some baggy jeans on at the time, I'm trying to stick those chicken nuggets in my pocket, and then somebody walks in the door. So I hurried up and I dropped behind the counter. It was like a little island in the middle of the kitchen. And so I dropped down behind the counter and I finished trying to hurry up and shove those chicken nuggets in my pocket. And it was my friend Curtis, and he was like, Josh. And I was like, yep, back here. And he started walking towards me. I was like, oh, don't come back here. And I'm trying to hurry up and shove the chicken nuggets in my pocket. I'm like, trying to get it in there. And he's like, well, when you're ready, the girls, they're ready to leave. He was talking about the 2 girls that I mentioned earlier that were really hot. And, we was gonna go to BG and everything, and he's like, the girls are ready, so whenever you're done, come out and we'll go ahead and go. He told me later he thought I was behind the counter masturbating, and it's kind of funny because the way it sounded, he said I was making grunt noises, and that was me trying to shove the big box of chicken nuggets in my pocket. And so I finally did. After he left, he went back outside. I finally got the big box of chicken nuggets to fit in my pocket. So here I am walking out of the trailer with cheese sticks in one pocket, a huge box of chicken nuggets in the other. It took me a minute to get them both in my pocket, but I finally got them. I walk outside and nobody was out there. I'm like, huh, what the hell? Where'd everybody go? So I'm like, alright, I'll just hurry up. I'll shove them in the mailbox, and I'll get them on my way out before I leave. I'll grab them. So I put the cheese sticks and the chicken nuggets in the mailbox, and I'm looking around, no one's around, and finally I seen my friend. I'm not gonna mention his name. I don't want to throw him in the story, but my friend whose house it was, he's like, Keely, what are you still doing here? I was like, oh, I don't know, where's everybody at? He told me everybody left and shit. But he told me that someone got stuck in the mud, and they were heading to Weston. That's where I lived. It's about probably about a half hour, maybe 20 minutes from where we was out in the country. And so he's like, okay, good, you can catch a ride with them. And so we get in this truck and we start heading out there. And the mailbox was at the end of the drive. It wasn't that big of a drive, but it was a little bit. And we was like, hold on, I just gotta get something real quick. And he's like, and I was actually in the middle of the truck thing. That made me sit in the middle. So so my friend had to get out of the truck to let me out. And he's like, what do you gotta get? I was like, oh, there's something at the mailbox I just gotta get real quick. He's like, man, there's nothing in the mailbox. I was like, yeah, there is. So, like he ain't dumb. It's his mailbox. He went to the mailbox to investigate, see what was in the mailbox. And here's chicken nuggets and cheese sticks. He just looks at me, shakes his head, takes it back inside, and so it was an awkward, truck ride to go get these guys out of the mud. And and trust me, it gets a lot more humiliating than that. Just the beginning. Uh, so we go, we help these guys get out of the mud. It took us forever. Like, we didn't think we was gonna help them get out of the mud. Like, we're all drunk, trying to help push the car. Mud's flying on us. It's pretty nasty. And they already had like 6 people in the car, so so I made 7. Everybody went to pile back in the car, and I hurried up and sat in there first. And they're like, man, it's crowded in here. We're all muddy, everyone's like in a bad mood. Everyone's like, man, Keatley, I probably reek like alcohol, and I made it even more uncomfortable for everybody else. Like, fuck. And so then, we're heading back to my hometown in the car, all 7 of us, someone sitting on somebody else's lap, we're all muddy, we're drunk, and we stopped to, everyone had to take a piss. It's only like a 20-minute drive, like I said, but everybody's drunk, so we took a little piss break, out in the country, and, I seen, I was really drunk. I know I said that 100 times, but I want to defend myself here. This girl was peeing, and I was drunk, and I was just watching. I was drunk, and I just wanted to see some vagina that night, and so I was watching. So the girl, she was pissed off. She was like blowing steam in my ear about it, like blah blah blah, watching me pee. Everyone's just like shaking their head at me, like, Keatley, you're an idiot. So we get back in the car, and once again, it's awkward. It's silent. Everyone thinks I'm a big idiot. And I was just really drunk. And they finally dropped me off. They didn't even like drive me up to my house. They dropped me off like at the end of the street. So I had to walk home. It was such a hard walk. I remember how hard it was. I had to take like 4 steps forward, 3 steps back, 1 forward, get down on 1 knee. It was a tough walk back. But I finally got home. I forgot all about that night. And it wasn't until the very next weekend. I almost forgot all about everything that happened that night. It wasn't until the very next weekend when we went out to this house again, and I forgot anything even happened. I was so drunk. And there was like, I would say about 6 of us piled in my sister's car, heading out to this party. Same house I was at the weekend before, but this party was a lot bigger. This was an official party. They had, I would say, 20 to 30, maybe even 50 people there. And when we got up, there was a good 20-some to 30-some people there. And they had a bonfire going. And so we get out of the car, and, there's a distance from where the car is to where the bonfire was. It's out in the country. And we start walking up there. And next thing we know, we hear this girl screaming, "That kid stole my food! He stole my food!" And everybody, like all 20-some, 30-some people are just looking at me. And I'm like, I forgot that I even took food. It just dawned on me right then and there what they were talking about. I was like, whoa. And so I wanted to go up there and apologize, explain to all my friends what happened. I was drunk, but this girl just kept, and it was my friend that lived there, is his girlfriend. she just kept screaming at the top of her lungs, "He stole my food! He's not welcome here!" She was just screaming. Everyone's looking at me like, "You stole food, man?" And I felt like such a dickhead, like an asshole. And so all six of us, we couldn't go there. I believe two people did stay at the party, and all four of us had to go back to the car. It really sucked because I couldn't even go to my friends and explain what happened. They probably talked about that all night at the party. How big of an idiot I am. Who knows what. So two people that were in the car, they stayed at the party because it looked like a fun party, bonfire and shit, lots of people. And so the four of them, me, my sister, my friend, and his sister, so we had to go find something else to do. I think we went bowling or something. And once again, everyone's kind of, just shaking their head at me like, Keely, you're an idiot, man. I tried to explain to them how drunk I was, and and in the situation, it really sucked. It was so humiliating, having 20 to 30 people stare at you, like knowing that you stole food, like it sucked. And then the people in the car, like they were mad at me. Like it seemed like everybody was just mad at me over that one drunk situation. It sucked. I look back at it now and it's kind of funny, I gotta share it with you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed my story. You have a great day today.